Hello, I'm EdPeg, and I've got a variety of things to show about tablet devices. For example, this is the Kobo Touch. It's the smallest of all the devices I'll go over, but it's also my least favorite mainly because of store support. This is the Kindle Fire here. It's next to the Nook Tablet. And we can go to the Amazon store here, and also the Barnes & Noble store over here. And with both of these, you can do various sorts of scrolling. It's also very easy to touch the wrong thing. I've had to do multiple takes on this because basically, there we go. I just basically accidentally touched the screen, and I went to Horker's Law, which is in the novel by Michael Lee. It's a very good novel. But basically I just accidentally touched the screen and went to the wrong place. This is the iRiver story with the Google store and the Kindle Keyboard with the Amazon store. The Google ebook store is my least favorite. It's quite difficult to get to free books on it, unless you basically know what you're searching for. With the Barnes & Noble store, they've done a very good integration of both Smashwords and Google Books, so you've got about 1.8 million free books to choose from at Barnes & Noble's. The Amazon store also has a very good selection of free ebooks, but it's not nearly as large, and there's a large delay between things appearing on Smashwords and things getting up on the Amazon store. Let me show the New York Times on both these devices. I find it's much easier to get around on the Kindle Keyboard because there's basically no mistakes. Touching the screen won't mess anything up, and if you know how to press buttons, you can get to anywhere you want. Whereas with the touch devices, I just did it again. With the touch devices, there's a constant problem with touching the wrong things. So, for example, I'm going to have to wait for every word to finish loading before I can go back. And that's the main reason I don't like the touch devices, is because there's this constant, oops, I touched something wrong. So there's the New York Times site, and hopefully I can get to the front page up over here. There we go. It takes much longer for me to get to where I want to go on the touch device. It took me 2 seconds to get to the New York Times front page on the keyboard, and almost a minute for the touch. So I prefer the keyboard for that. It's much easier to turn pages. You can basically get to where you want to go. Another reason I like the keyboard more is because it has 3G. Anywhere I go, I've got access to the internet. Even with the 3G Kindle Touch, you don't get that because its 3G is limited to the store and to Wikipedia. These four devices, the Kobo, Nook, Touch, and Keyboard, these all have an identical screen by e-ink. The iRiver, on the other hand, has a slightly different screen. It's a high-resolution screen, so it's actually better than all the other devices, and this is the only device that currently has the high-resolution e-ink screen. The Kobo is the smallest, but my least favorite. So if you want a lot of free books, probably the Nook is the one you want to take a look at first. Just because it has the highest easy selection, but you pretty much need Wi-Fi in order to access that. If you don't have easy Wi-Fi coverage, the Kindle Touch is slightly better if you have 3G, but you'll only be able to get to the store. If you do a lot of traveling, you basically want the Kindle Keyboard. Thanks for listening.